The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Second and 5. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Out left to Dotson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Off play action. Schaefer. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
To throw on 3rd down. Schaefer. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Once more, Gibson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. As just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll go. It's Gibson. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A give up the middle to Gibson. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on, set. Smith, red. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 21-yard line.
Ready?
Young to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. This is Grant. Across midfield inside the 45. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Shot, 17.
Young on first down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Commanders 7, Panthers 0.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Set.
Young quickly to the flat. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Schaefer. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Schaefer sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous run. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Washington going to send out their punter. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, some strong running. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down. Schaefer, he finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Chris Claybrooks. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Back to throw. Schaefer. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's London. And he's got Rome. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Young. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cox. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be Young again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Ready?
Here's Grant. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Drill, 52. Ready, ready.
Pierce, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw. Schaefer. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Drill green. Set, go.
They go play action. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Cox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 30 yards.
And find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, that would be the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Smash, red.
Third and short yardage, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Ready.
Young will set to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A handoff for Gibson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Schaefer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Give left side for Pierce. Down to the 42, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. Fight. 97. Ready.
They will run with Grant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready.
Now here's Young. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped. So
well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
I'll pick up a 44 yards on the play. First down, Commanders.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Final minute now of the third quarter. A first down throw for Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Pause red. Set.
Young. He's got Mingo. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 78 yards. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
second down and 3. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 99 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Throwing on third and long. Schaefer. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to the ground with Gibson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line, oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Panthers 45. Commanders 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Big yardage that time for Washington. 56 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Come on, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Got it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they will take a knee here. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Off play action. Schaefer. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
Washington first down.
On first down, Schaefer. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 32 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Ready. Ready.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Ready.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.